both mahogany brown. Cabin so big it can see my house. Then again, my view is too stupid, bruh, for real. Don't forget about who really do this, bruh, for real.
Go closer, you like a lot of to the flipping in the holster like it's supposed to be closer than your chauffeur, Costa Nostra. Stick up to your nose, this rolling stone and no loner. California, ill as pneumonia when we confold you with that villain's aroma, pilling out, spilling all your feelings out on the corner, chilling out. Ice grilling my mouth, shout out to soldiers, not pulling the out to show you, but the brains over the rover. You put a coat over the stain, cause for the day we whipping your rain, so you're hitting the bank. Put it in the air like the motor hit the rotor.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Today it's a Week 14 matchup that should be a good one, as it'll be the Tampa Bay Buccaneers taking on the Houston Texans. And we are underway from NRG Stadium in Houston. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. On the ground, it's Irving to start the drive. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
That run right there was an offensive line coach's dream, wasn't it? Guys picked up all of their assignments, created a nice gap for the running back to get through, pick up 7 yards. Yeah, he's probably chortling on the headset right now saying, we got it going, boys. Let's keep it going.
Once again, it's Irving. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 49 yards rushing for him already. A terrific opening drive on the ground, and it's a first down.
You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation? We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Evans. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. So after several rushes to start the game, Charles, they go to the air there and get a nice completion.
Nice mix-up on the play calling, right? Establish the running game, make the defense think you're going to do it again, and then hit them over the top. Now you've got them betwixt and between. They don't know which way you're going to come at them.
And the Bucs are going to be set up with a first and goal as strong running gets them to the 9-yard line.
They've taken this opening kickoff and marched it right down the field defensively. Not much resistance.
And that's the point, because my admiration is for the guys moving the ball right now. They know what they're doing. Their plan is working. But I flip it over and watch and say, okay, what are you going to do to change things up? Because if you don't, they're going to put that ball in the end zone real soon.
First and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road. Back to throw. Kramer on the RPO. He'll keep it himself. He throws it on the move, but can't connect as that falls incomplete.
Certainly looked like maybe his 3rd or his 4th read on his progression. Just trying to find his outlet man that time. Ends up leading him just a bit too much.
Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal.
Let's go now.
Looking to throw. Kramer. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. That will go as a pickup of 7 on the 7th play of the drive. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, and now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal would feel very disappointing. But I'm just wondering, is the head coach thinking, is this 4-down territory? Might he go for it?
Irving is into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Well, first quarter, maybe too early to talk about statement drives, Charles, but that sure seemed like a statement drive right there.
Well, if we're going to talk about statement drives, I think what they're saying is we're going to establish the run. They gave it to him early and often on this drive, and he wound up taking it into the end zone.
Now the try here for the point after. And that one gives the Bucs a 7-0 lead. The Bucs ready for the kickoff. And here we go. It's in the air. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. Looking to put a drive together.
Okay.
A first carry here for Joe Mixon. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a first down. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, said he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to them.
15 yards. The Texans pick up the first down. Absolutely no trouble moving the ball on the ground on the first 2 plays from scrimmage.
Absolutely. You know what I really like? Same guy carrying the ball in both plays, and what drives me crazy is when a back has a nice run, he taps his helmet to go out of the game. I would want the ball again and again and again because you've established really nice momentum, and now you're seeing the field really well.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. Now to change things up, Stroud will throw it. And a gain of 4 gets him right to the midfield stripe. Well, this defense for the Bucs, they were very good in the win last week against Jacksonville.
Yeah, what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
18, that's it.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. 15 yards, the Texans pick up the first down.
And not all spectacular catches are the result of a pass that maybe was not thrown quite right. Sometimes it's thrown in the perfect spot, and you have to just go get it. And he did that right there.
No fear there in the middle of the field. They go back to the ground now with Mixon. And a short gain down to about the 33. Ball at the 33, 2nd and 9.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
Under.
Again, it's Mixon. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. 47 yards rushing so far. This is just their first possession. They've got a new set of downs here.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10.
Here we go. Let's go. On 18. What's that? 19 Texans. Good night.
Running left, it's Mixon. And down inside the 10 here before he's out of bounds right around the 7. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there, but of course you're going to give it to him.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. So 7 yards from the 1st down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage.
That's right. On 18. That's it. Y'all to the right. Y'all to the right. Y'all to the right. Buggy.
From the gun on 3rd down, here's Stroud. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. Nico Collins with career touchdown number 60. And the Texans are able to match the opening drive touchdown against them with one of their own.
Boy, that route is really tough to cover because if they're running it correctly, you think it's really going to be a slam.
Yeah, well, we talk all the time about how it's tough to execute offensively, but you're saying, don't forget, it's tough to cover for the defense, too.
Yeah, the number one thing that you're taught is to not get caught inside or get beat inside. So you guard that a little bit more. So that gives you a little bit more space to operate outside if you start your move initially inside if you're a receiver.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. Now they are back to 500 now. The win last week, their 3rd in a row. And the question is this one coming too late to make a difference in the playoff race?
Great question. They definitely still have some work to do, but I think a lot of folks were writing this team off about 3 weeks ago, even some of their own fans. So I suggest you put some extra shocks on the old bandwagon because this team has rebounded.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. And he is going to lose yardage here. So that'll go as a 4-yard loss on the play. And that'll force upon him a 3rd and 14. Going to need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call.
You ask tight ends about their favorite routes to run, and surprisingly, this will pop up as one of their staples because they run so many routes in the middle of the field. How about this one? Starts downfield, bends it to the corner, great touch on the football, and they turn that one into a big play.
And that one is incomplete. And it also concludes quarter number 1. 2nd quarter now, and it's Buccaneer football as they've got it with a 2nd and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he comes back with one complete. And he's going to be taken down with another 1st down as the stop's made at the Texans' 26. Seems as if the passing attack's starting to heat up a little bit here in the 2nd quarter.
You can sense and you can see the momentum because now they're reading their patterns downfield, they're understanding the coverages, and they're finding the open holes in the defense.
On 1st and 10, here's Irvin. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Azeez Al-Shaair in to make the stop.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Here's 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Kramer. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
Here comes the 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Kramer. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. Henry To'oTo'o. He's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. And he's going to miss this one. That is no good. Well outside the left upright. And this game will remain tied here in quarter number 2. So an empty possession there. What do you think went wrong, Charles?
Well, it looked like maybe the plant leg might have given way just a little. And when that happens, guys have a tendency to pull through the ball to compensate. And in doing so, sent this one off target.
And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 74 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
All right, I've got to be careful here. All right, he's on the plus side of 30. There may be a little gray in the beard, but that's not slowing down his speed as far as he's concerned.
What are you saying? I'm on the plus side of 30.
Well, if you're on the plus side of 30, you don't know what I'm on the plus side of. All I know is that run right there let us know there's still some life in those legs.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Now they will finally stop him as he's down to the 40-yard line. It's almost like you can see the look of frustration on his face. 4 interceptions last week. We talked about it all week. What did he do wrong? And another one here in the first half.
And you can understand the frustration. You actually feel his pain a little bit. But the worst thing he can do is what you're seeing right now, showing the other team that he's frustrated. All they're going to do is double their efforts to make him even more frustrated. He's got to gather himself, compose himself, and keep fighting.
Well, he talked a lot about erasing that loss last week, getting back in the win column. We'll see how he responds. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. A gain of 32 that time.
Already over 1,000 yards receiving this season. That catch is just going to add to his total. Certainly not resting on his laurels. He's trying to continue to gain as many yards as possible and continue this big season.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Back to throw. Kramer. And he's got his man in stride, complete. A gain of 8 there on the play. And it'll be 2nd and a couple.
Always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? Like any of them, especially if it's a good receiver, that makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Mike Evans, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bucs have taken the lead. No going for 2. They'll kick the point after. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 14-7.
14. Texans 7.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. return up past the 30.
The Texans take over first and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
Been a little bit of an interesting start. The first drive for him, Charles, they had the passing touchdown. The second drive, he threw the interception. So we'll see what this third drive of the ball game brings.
Yeah, it's kind of a tiebreaker, isn't it? I mean, that's the tough part for them and for him because, yeah, things went really well in that first one, not so well on the second one. He wants to get back to what he did to get this game going.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Here we go. Out to the right, out to the right. 18, what's that? 19 Texans. Alert the hot, alert the hot. Good night.
Stroud looking to throw. He finds his man complete. It's Trevino. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 18 yards on his first catch of the game. It's a first down.
That was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver, although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
Ow, what's that? 18. Hey, uno more, uno more, uno more, uno more, uno more.
And Stroud now to throw. He's got it to Collins, complete. And he will be out of bounds. A good yardage there, and he'll get a second to catch his breath as it leads us right into the 2-minute warning.
Here we go. 18. What's that?
Mixon with a first down carry. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Back to Mixon on 2nd down. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. 3rd down and 1.
Gain on the play brings up 3rd and 1.
Robin. Hey, uno.
Stroud. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. From 19 yards away. And the Texans are an extra point away from evening this one up.
The tight end position has always been dangerous, especially in the red zone, short field. But now even more so because these tight ends aren't necessarily the tight ends of old. They're the rocked-up wide receivers who have a little bit more speed. Way harder to cover than before.
Fairbairn good with the extra point. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And a pretty poor kick here. It doesn't make it to the landing zone. And that means he'll move the ball out to the 40-yard line. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at the 40. Looking to throw. Kramer. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards. Back to the 33. So that one a disaster. A big loss there with 2nd down coming up. Back to throw. Kramer. They're looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete. They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on 3rd. Here now, 3rd and a yard. Looking to throw. Kramer. He's got his target. That's complete. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number one.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
They'll look to throw again. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there. Forced the ball free, and it's second down.
One thing you hope to see out of a rookie tight end is a real concentration when the ball's in the air, and I'm not sure that he didn't, but he has to be prepared for people making a play on it when that ball's up for grabs.
Now a 2nd and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
You've always been very good about checking my math. Am I correct? That's the first time that it's been incomplete when they've thrown it to him?
Yes, he had caught every other ball coming his way.
So they feel like they've got something really good going there, and they're going to continue to go there.
Will Anderson drops him for a loss of 12, and it also brings up 4th down. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. Here comes the Buccaneers punter now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. He only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And he didn't quite have the backspin on that one. It hits at the 4 and continues into the end zone. It's a touchback. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside. Up at the 29 now, they'll head to the line, 2nd and a yard.
Look at high. 19 Texans. Hey, uno.
And they'll go play action here with Stroud. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here.
Well, he certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
They tried to throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1.
Oh, 18. That's it. Look at high. Hey, south. Hey, uno.
Stroud off the play fake. They'll let this go deep for Collins. And unable to connect, incomplete. Now give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
And they're not going to go quietly into this halftime break. They know they're in for a fight, so they're trying to make every possession count. They took the big shot there, but it winds up incomplete.
On is the punter Townsend as he gets this one away. And it's taken in at the 9. Call that one an even 60 yards, 6-0. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime.
Let's go now.
And this will go as a short gain on what will be the final act of this first half.
to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Well, the first half very even. I mean, really in all facets. This ball game tied, Charles. So as we start the third quarter, curious to see what the second half brings us.
Certainly am. I'm with you on that one. And we all know a lot of coaches from the NFL all the way down to the Pee-wee level. They love to spin it to their teams. Hey, we're starting a brand new, shorter ball game. It's all even. Let's go out and seize it. This is ours.
Second and 10. Once again, they run with Mixon. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive. 3rd down and 10.
Here we go. 19 Texans. 18. Under. Hey! Hey! Hey, uno.
Throwing now is Stroud. And down he goes. A Buccaneer sack. He could not get away that time, and it'll be a loss of 11 on 3rd down. The Texans send the punter out as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Excellent return that time, 26 yards. And the Buccaneer offense will be set up well as they take over. A run up the middle with Irving. And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it. And it's 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if this is exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
And a good job of finding the open space to run as he's down close to the 30 here. 74 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Handoff running left, Irving. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. The free safety roaming all the way up to the line of scrimmage to make that stop.
How about his ability to trust his eyes and figure out it was not a pass play and go fast towards the line of scrimmage in order to make that tackle.
Looking middle, and he's got Ibuka. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
No move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Jalen Petrie picks it off. And the Texans will take over here just shy of the 30.
Well, it's not the first time we've seen him give one up here during his rookie season. And in this case, zone coverage forced the mistake. He's made some strides week to week in how he's handling the different type of coverages that he's seeing. but clearly there's some growing still to do.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
Back to Mixon on second down. Well, he'll get about 3 up close to the 35.
We call a lot of games, but we don't normally talk about inside linebackers being that fleet of foot, do we?
No, he was able to get outside there to make that play.
Yeah, and you know what makes them faster? Their ability to read plays, understand what offenses are trying to do, and put themselves in proper position.
Here we go. Look, 18. What's that?
Play action. Here's Stroud. He'll let this go deep for Collins. And that's caught inside the 30. That's a gain of nearly 40 yards on 3rd and medium to pick up the first.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
Inside handoff to Mixon. Heck of a broken tackle, but only able to work this down near the 23.
They suspected it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on first down.
Oh, hey. 18. Hey, uno.
Now a handoff up the middle. It's Underwood. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
Yeah, this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. So on 4th down, Texan kicker Kaimi Fairbairn comes on. The kick by Fairbairn is good, and they take a 17-14 lead. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense, the firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
And he'll get it up just past the 20 as these guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
This is caught by Evans. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
It's a gain of 25 yards.
Back to throw. Kramer. Oh, he's got Ibuka. That's complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A good pickup there, 26 yards. So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory as they've got it to the 28-yard line. And a hard-working run here as he's got it inside the 20, down to the 17. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. They'll stay on the ground with Irving. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll, in fact, tackle him behind the line.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave him 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there. And now 4th down.
In the red zone, precision is the watchword. If the throw's a little too early, too late, maybe off a little bit, going to be a good chance that any attempt is going to be a contested one, and that one falls incomplete.
And his kick is good. And that will tie things at 17-all. So he missed that field goal earlier, but he says not this time. Able to knock it through, give his guys 3.
I like his poise. I like his confidence, his belief in himself. Sometimes when you miss that first one, you see a lot of guys sag and they can't make the next one. Not in this case. Stepped right up like a pro.
And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you've met fan bases that wanted that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Now a 2nd and 6.
At 18, let's hit.
Stroud wants to change it up with an audible.
White, Tony.
2nd and 6. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down.
Have to give some credit to the defender on that when he read all of his keys perfectly and got a great break on the ball and able to force that incompletion.
Oh, out to the right, out to the right. Hey. Look to hot.
Back to throw. Here's Stroud. That is caught. And he is going to have the Texans 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Tony.
Up the middle they go. Underwood. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. That's good for a Texan 1st down, a 12-yard pickup.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. Right back to him on 1st down. And he's fortunate to get anything from that. Give him a yard up to the 49.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
Love it. That's right. At 18, 19 Texans. Right.
Stroud sets up the play action. Down the field, he's got Noel. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs' 27-yard line. That one goes for 24 yards.
And partner, in a tie game in the fourth quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars, and he came through with a nice catch right there.
Under. 118. That's it. Hey, uno.
On first down, it's Underwood. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Here's 2nd and 5 now from the 22.
Here we go. 118. That's it.
They'll keep it on the ground. Underwood. And he stopped immediately there. A loss on that play, and now 3rd down gets tougher. 3rd and 6.
It's now 3rd down and 6.
Hey, south.
Here's Stroud. Over the middle, he gets it to Collins. And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. 2 yards on the pickup there. And it'll be 4th down. So a big one coming here for Ka'imi Fairbairn. This to break our 4th quarter tie. The kick by Fairbairn is good. And with that, they take the lead here 20-17. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
And able to get this out to the 25. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And now they find themselves trailing following the field goal. Still a good amount of time in this 4th quarter, but this drive very well could determine the outcome of this ball game. They'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
From the lineman to the guy running with it, that was a well-executed first down by the offense. With 2 shots left to get the first, you can get a little aggressive here on 2nd down if you want and try for some bigger yardage.
2nd and 4. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. 7 yards there and a first down.
They certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Looking to throw. Kramer. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there.
The key to any screen play is all in the deception. That means everyone on the offensive side of the ball. But someone gave it up because that one wasn't very well concealed. And the defense able to rally to him and hold him for just a short gain.
Here comes 2nd down at 5. Flag comes in. This might be a free play. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. So with the completed pass and the yardage they got, they'll decline the penalty.
So obviously more yards on the pass completion than they would have gained with the penalty. They did the math. They did it well, and it works for them.
A shotgun handoff here to Irving. And that winds up a decent run, and it also takes us to the 2-minute warning. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. Here's 2nd down. to throw. Kramer. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. He was unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
It makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
A big play here as the crowd noise rises. 3rd and 1. And a good push up front, and he's able to navigate his way down inside the 30.
You got to like what they're doing right there. Little by little, they're getting closer. Another good pickup.
Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now.
He's back to throw.
He's got his receiver. That's Ibuka.
Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
It drives some people crazy to see those short throws underneath. They got to find a way to gash the defense downfield.
Here comes 2nd down.
Let's go. 60 Eagles, 60 Eagles. 70 Eagles, 70 Eagles.
He'll look to throw. It's caught on the right side. Williams.
And he's going to get out of bounds with the 1st down, so that's going to double their pleasure for sure. They get the 1st and save a timeout.
Well, they got the yardage they needed there, picked up the 1st down, got out of bounds. How about the urgency that they have, as well as they understand where they are in the field?
They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Screenplay set up for Williams.
And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage. Back at the 17.
Well, Brandon, we could see that play developing, and they were hoping that he was going to be able to put a move on the 1st guy and turn it into a big play. But no such luck. The speed on defense continues to get better and better in the NFL. Pretty nice example there of those guys being able to run from their assignments and finish off that play.
Back to throw. Over the middle into traffic, and that's complete. I'll tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Well, the noise got to be an issue now offensively. Here's 3rd and 6.
They'll look to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he's across for the touchdown, and it's likely the game winner here in the closing stages.
What an outstanding drive right there to take the lead, and also, Charles, didn't leave their opposition with a whole lot of time on the clock.
Yeah, I like the way that you're viewing this because they did a tremendous job to put themselves in a position to win, but they can't celebrate just yet. They've got to clamp down on any big plays and force them to use up those timeouts without making any headway.
The Bucs ready for the kickoff. And here we go. It's in the air.
And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21.
At their own 21-yard line.
Here's 1st and 10.
Here we go. 118. That's it. Buggy.
Now Stroud. They'll get this complete to Collins.
Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage, and tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
Well, that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
Well, this offense still has the 1 timeout here, remember. 1st and 10.
On 18. Hey, uno Mars. Hey, uno.
Stroud. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And now with 6 seconds remaining, they're going to burn their final timeout.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
This is 1st and 10.
All right. Tony.
Stroud to throw it. To the left side, finds his receiver Noel. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. That's what they need right now. Get the first down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
One final shot for C.J. Stroud. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that is going to be incomplete. Boy, they got the tip they were looking for but couldn't secure it. And this one's over. This one came right down to the wire. And CD, they had that one final chance to try to navigate their way into the end zone but couldn't get it done to avoid the loss.
Yeah, and how about the defense there? Because while they had one final